we will talk about Ashton Jeanty, because Ashton Jeanty, who, it's interesting because, like, if you look at On3, where we have, who we like for the Heisman Trophy, we all like Ashton Jeanty right now. But he's not the betting favorite for the Heisman. But he's been the most dominant player in college football. Travis Hunter's been hurt. I think that has taken away from his candidacy somewhat. But Ashton Jeanty has been incredible. We have not seen him play since the Hawaii game, and now we get to see him Friday night at UNLV in a game that could help decide the Mountain West race, or could be the first of two between these two teams. Ari, let us look at it through the lens of our friends at Prize Picks. And if you're not playing Prize Picks already, what are you doing? Download the app, use the code Staples, play $5, get $50 instantly to play. And one of the squares you might want to play is an Ashton Jeanty square. And so let's look at what Ashton Jeanty is expected to do this week. So Ashton Jeanty's rushing number for the UNLV game is 193.5. And you can decide if you think he's going to go for less than that or more than that. 193.5, Ari. Like, that's almost 200 yards for one human being. And they set this level as this is the kind of average expected number of yards for him. It's almost 200 yards.
I mean, I just feel like, and I don't want to sound like a hater, but like you just have to go auto less than, because it's just such a high number. Like, I don't know, like it's like a situation where it's like, even if he rushes for 185 yards, like that's a monster,
which is an incredible game.
Like, I'm not saying he's not going to have a good game. I don't know. Like, I guess maybe it's time to start questioning. Like, do you think he's going to break Barry Sanders' record this year?
I think there's a good chance. And what's amazing to me is that the carries are going to be so different, because people are going to say, well, they only played 11 regular season games back then. Postseason games stats didn't count. Okay. But Barry Sanders carried 360 times that season. Ashton Jeanty's on pace for about 265. And he still may gain 2,600 something yards.
They got to change that.
It's crazy.
We got to keep him in the game. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a coach, you got to protect your most valuable asset. But, I would run him into the ground and to get him that record. And, I don't know. Like, you also have to like protect your body if you're a running back, because in the NFL, they care about tread. It's been incredible.
Perhaps he's a cyborg like the last running back who won the Heisman Trophy. Derrick Henry, last seen going for 81 yards on one carry in a Monday Night Football game the other night. So at 30 years old. So it's not, if you're a complete freak, which Ashton Jeanty may be a complete freak, because the thing about Ashton Jeanty that I love is that he's not doing this behind a bulldozing offensive line of like 5 NFL first round picks. He's doing this where he's getting hit and he's just breaking every tackle.
Wise Words here in the chat says Ashton Jeanty is good, but not the best back. I'd be very curious to know who you would.
Who's better?
I don't even know where to begin with that. I don't know.
That is,
I don't even who's even
one of the most incredible statements. That's like if we did an NFL show and someone's like, Patrick Mahomes is good, but he's not the best quarterback in the league. Like, who then?
Dylan Sampson and Amari and Hampton.
Well, listen, we love Dylan Sampson. We are a Dylan Sampson podcast. He taught us how to dance. But I think even Dylan Sampson looks at Ashton Jeanty's numbers and goes, damn.
Wise Words might have brought the spiciest take of the show. I mean, I don't know. We haven't gotten to Doug yet, but no, I cannot wait. And also, if he goes more than that number on Friday night in a game that starts at like 10 p.m. my time, that I'm going to be staying up to watch, and they beat UNLV, like, it just keeps getting more and more impressive. So he is a freak of nature in the best possible way, and I'm excited to watch him cook on Friday night.
Yeah. And what do you think on the Prize Picks? Because you'd also go with the Goblin square of 1.5 rushing. I love it. The Goblin square is supposed to be the easy one to get. The Demon square is the hard one. His Demon square for touchdowns is 2.5. His Goblin square, the easy one, is 1.5, which it's an automatic more, which means you think he's going to score at least 2. So that's the easy one 2 touchdowns, which, by the way, he's done in 4 of the last 5 games.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to get there. But I think UNLV is going to give him a game, guys. I'm telling you right now.
UNLV's defense is probably the best he's played since Oregon's, but he shredded Oregon's defense too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh boy, this is going to be so much fun. But yes, download the PrizePicks app, use the code Staples, play $5, get $50 instantly.